I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have no lipstick on, but I realized lipstick is now for at home in the new normal, right? I mean, who wears lipstick out in public when you need to be wearing a mask? This is kind of no longer applicable because all of y'all have gone back to normal. Like, this is not happening, and like it didn't happen. So I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking from the viewpoint of a person whose introverted indigo logic says that she is going to continue to wear masks. Because first of all, even if this wasn't a thing, y'all, so just so there's no mistake about it from the government or nor the humans, the so-called personal space has always been allegedly 4 feet, which people still didn't give you anyway. But with the pandemic and the masks, we got an additional 2 feet. Personal space is now unofficially 6 feet. And I'm taking it and I'm keeping it and I'm not letting it go, even after y'all pretend this era didn't happen, like this collapse didn't happen when we're living it. barely living it. I said all that to say, for me and people who think like me, lipstick is now for the home. Since it's not for outdoors, because I'm not wearing it under a mask, I am wearing lip balm more often, which is proven to be mad beneficial for my lip health, for my dermatological lip health. But as I was saying, lipstick is now for home. And so I was going to be wearing my extender wear, but why wear my extender wear if it's for home? And I can wear my cheap lip wear and reapply it every couple of hours if I need to. Boom. So that explains my lips. Doing now, looking so disoriented and discombobulated doing now is got a grocery delivery. So I'm about to wash all these meats that they have been discouraging us from washing for a few years now. I haven't worn a couple of puffs in a while. I need to put my hair in a couple of puffs. I've been trying to wear my glasses here more often because it occurred to me, people do that anyway, right? And I was thinking about my little glass hang attachment things that I have, and you know how I overthink everything. So I was thinking, what if it's not good to have that strong magnetic force near your heart, near your inner biological workings? So I was like, well, shit, I'll just hang it on my shirt like people have always done for years, for decades. So it comes off a lot then if you've been doing a lot of bending over and whatnot. But just in regular life, it's good right there. If I go outside and I need it outside, I can wear them up here. Or can I? Because will I have a hat on? Because I plan to rock more hats as well. We shall see. Anyway, clearly woke and woke. Because I got ready. I prepared myself for this grocery delivery. So I have my ginger over there. I just ordered more ginger. I don't use a lot, as I always mention, I don't use a ton of ginger, but I'm going to start because I put it in not because I use it in foods, oddly enough, but because I use it in our citrus stew. If you need to know what that is, let me know, but it's our daily supplemental health elixir. Made with sticks and stems and rinds. My glass collection tank, I actually I lined the bottom with parchment paper. Yeah, I left the top open so that they could still continue to get air. So I'm going to put them here and then put that on the center plate of the oven. Because the heat from the oven dries it out, helps to dry it out. But if it dries out with too much moisture, and sometimes I leave a little bit of pith in there, and if it has too much moisture, it molds, and that can't be good. Can't be good to inhale that. I put in a warning to brace yourself for people who are sensitive to things like that. I don't know who that would affect, but maybe you had a mold problem in your household and that triggers you. I don't know. I'm just not trying to be a catalyst for your trauma. I leave that for American media to exploit black trauma. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm pulling for you to make it through. Just gonna show you this right quick and then finish unpacking the groceries. See, here's another shoot starting here. This is the ginger I planted midwinter. Actually, really just about a month ago. So I'm gonna get this in a longer pot, and then I'm gonna plant a new little bud on the other side, because it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a long pot. So this root is gonna be over here, and this root is gonna be cutting up on this side. So that way, when I harvest one, I can leave the other one to continue to grow and replant another one in its place. Basically, I'll have two, in a long planter, I have two ginger roots, right? So this will be constantly growing. And when it's time to harvest this one can still be growing. I always get the word mixed. I always want to say it's called subsequent planting. Subsequent planting. Go ask your favorite trusted Lioness gardening guru. They'll know. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Be planting one right behind the other one, so that when it's time to harvest that one, then you'll have another one ready right behind it. I'm so bloated and full of shit right now. I need to hydrate sufficiently. I need to make me some green juice too. Okay, but anyway, the whole point of this video was I was gonna wash some meat that we got taught not to wash after generations of washing our meat. So I'm gonna get cold water, whole bowl of cold water. I wash my, no I don't. I started to say I wash my meat like I wash my veggies, except I just dip it into the vinegar water, but I actually use less vinegar in the water. And we all know I let the veggies soak. I let the veggies soak in it for a few minutes. Half full of water, and I'm gonna put probably a half cup of vinegar in the water. Now I'm gonna take these chicken breasts and I'm gonna rinse them in a stream of the cold water. And after I've rinsed them well under a stream of cold water, I'm going to wash them in this vinegar water. So I'm just gonna rub any goo that I feel off the sides. You know, that goo that gets packed on there. So I'm rinsing these bitches well, and then I just sit them in the water, dip them in the water, vinegar water, and pull them out. And I think this time I'm gonna put one breast in each bag, because sometimes that's one is enough for both of us, because he doesn't do breasts, and then when I make my pot pie or whatever, I don't need more than one. So I thought he needed to get me new freezer bags, but no. I bet there's some black people that make freezer bags that I could buy from instead of this Monopoly. That's something that that's a big product that I could change. Lighters are the new pens. Remember how when you could never find a pen when you needed one? And then when you didn't need one, just pens everywhere. It just seemed like you need to do a whole detox, de-hoard of pens. Lighters are the new pens. I have lighters everywhere right now. Everywhere. But we spent a month not being able to find a lighter. I feel like I got a whole set up here for nothing, because how hard would it be for me to walk to where a few steps to where I need to find so I need to grab apparatus that I like to use. I actually like to use better. That was one of our earliest purchase, and that is the best little handheld bubbler pipe in the world. It's so convenient. Anyway, back to this. I'm washing this meat. Hence, I need to move fast. That's another thing you need to do. Move quickly when working with raw meat so you can get it and get it done. And if you must stall, if you are that lazy that you have to stall with something, at least stall with the damn vegetables that can afford to sit out at room temperature for some length of time, but not meat, girl. So I'm gonna dip these in the vinegar water now. I've rinsed them well, washed them well with no additional product, bitch, no soap. But I've washed the raw breasts well and taken off this extra skin that they seem to have had lingering on them. I know they tried to sell them skinless, but I know they call themselves selling these breasts skinless, but just saying this came off of them. I know that was gross too. This is gross, a gross video. We cleaning raw meat and put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Nice size breast. Nice size breast there. I have a bag hooked onto the cabinet down here that I'm using for these styrofoam and excess skin. Oop. Shit, that's what I didn't want to do. I'm trying to show y'all get drippage on the floor. Bad idea. I'm taking the moment right now so that no time slips by and getting this up. Pour this water out. Pour that water out, refill it. And while that's refilling, I'm going to seal these bags. Date and label your bags. Even if you only put the month and year. I put the vinegar in the water. I put about a cup in there. Between one half to 1 cup. It doesn't have to be 50% vinegar. Like I said, I put about probably half to about a cup. Is that a cup to a gallon? It's probably about a cup to a gallon that I use. And in a gallon bag, I can put each of those in the same gallon bag. So I have them labeled. And in the freezer, while I get these other, I think I'll do the catfish next. I'm gonna do the salmon last because I have to cut that salmon in half because they gave me big slabs. This one looks fresher. This one looks like they added that dye shit to it. But they're both big and juicy, and I'm not angry about it. I'll hand wash them with cold water only, and then dip them into the... I just feel like I just touched, even though I just picked up the closed sealed package, I feel like I touched the fish. So I wanted to, now I gotta wash my hands again. So I wanted to wash my hands. Now I gotta wash my hands again because I picked the thing up again. And I still feel that same way. I do have my OCD moments. Fold back more bags to prep for this, because that's what we do. Speed past the maestro, because we ain't trying to slow drag. Very. Man in the mirror. Make that change. Okay, yeah, I was gonna fold back some more bags. If you want me to stay. So wash these, water only, and then a quick rinse into the vinegar water as I bag them. I'm gonna go ahead and do these one at a time. These are really nice size fillets. I'm gonna wash my hands again in order to keep the ends of the folded bags clean. I folded them down for a reason. feel like I tucked this piece in, so I'm going to wash my hands again. Beautiful. Really nice. I'm just unfolding the flap and stretching the meat out inside the bag. Flattening the meat out. Then I'm going to police the rest of the air in the bag by choking it out. Choking all the air out of that bag. And then sealing the last little quarter there. Nice, right? You'll notice I like to label mine on the bottom left corner, because if whatever you're filling the bag with, if it dwindles down to here, right, this is still going to stay stretched. All of this is getting opened and closed and bent and stuff, and so the label might come off. Especially if especially since this is going to be kept in the freezer and you don't know how this adhesive is going to hold up in the freezer. Because I definitely use painter's tape so that it can, masking or painter's tape so that it can can remove easily, but it usually stays. I don't usually have a problem. But if I ever do have a problem, that process will make it easy to resolve. And I can at least put this in the fridge until I'm ready. Now I probably could use the same water for the catfish, for the salmon that I use for the catfish, but I'm just not gonna. I guess that's the OCD in me as well. I'm also feeling the spirit of the gardening season. And I'm not alone, because look, my garlic wants to be great. See that other one in there too? That green stem in there? It's taunting me. It's like, you know you want to plant me. You know you want to plant me. And this sweet potato, y'all, is still doing the thing. It's not getting any bigger, but it's still just, it's just over there being its own little bonsai. That bitch Mother Nature be doing the thing. She be doing the damn thing. What are you gonna do? I don't care if it's fish or chicken. I don't care what kind of meat it is. It's like I can smell that goo that gets added, or I don't know if it gets something that gets added to it, or if it's something external reaction of the meat to whatever process they put it through. But oh, and for the salmon, I cut it down to the skin, and then I cut with scissors. I cut the skin across it. No, don't place it in the bag yet. Dip it in the vinegar water. Oh yes, takes a whole nother layer of that shit off. Ooh, there's a film now floating on top of the water. I need to wash my hands again, because this hand needs to stay clear of the meat. And this hand, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait till I cut this next piece. So I'm just gonna start from inside. I'm just gonna start from inside the bag, because the hand has fish on it. And then I'm gonna take the salmon, dip it in the vinegar water, swish it around, take it out, and bag her. So I wash my meat just like I wash my vegetables, except I don't leave it soaking in the vinegar water for as long as I do with the vegetables. That's the moral of the story. So this will go much faster now that I have explained that. So I'm gonna wash this, wash my hands, cut the fish, wash my hands again, and then place the fish in the bags with only one of my hands so that I can hold the bag with the other one. Wash, cut down the meat to the meat, and now cut across. Wash my hands once more. The clean one to hold the bag, and the other one to place the meat into the bag. Then wash hands again and put them in a gallon bag and label that hoe and freeze it all. Freeze it all. And look, it's even like milk. The moisture that is against there is milky from whatever that shit is. Yeah, I don't know what that shit is. It comes right off just from dipping them in this vinegar water. So now we got all of our frozen meat all separated. I mean, now we got all our meat separated into meal-sized portions, ready to roll. And labeled. Don't forget to label.